I don't know, this is kind of like a diary thing at this point, but journaling myself, my experiences, whatever. But I don't know, I guess to start, I just want to talk about the level 3, which is where I guess that's where I'm at, is 150 hours. I'm wondering how accurate that 1,500 words is, that I should know around 1,500 words, give or take, I guess. Um, I know in all the time that I spent, and that's not just a dream in Spanish, but between apps and other YouTube videos and music and just stuff like, just different stuff, not just Dream in Spanish. But I know Duolingo has me at like, I don't know, almost 1,000 words. But there's words that I know that aren't listed in the word list on Duolingo. And if you're counting numbers, like the numbers 1 through 10 or 1 through 100, if you're counting all those as individual words as well, I guess it's possible that I'm around 1,500 words. You know, could be less, could be more. So as far as the word count versus the hours, if you're really putting in quality, like if like the hours that you're using, or however long it takes you to learn, I guess, if it's quality hours, instead of just like passively, oh yeah, I'm doing the dishes and I'm just listening, like that's he says that you can do that too. If you go to the bathroom, you listen to it, or if you're doing this, you can listen to it. But like if you're actively listening and like really getting a lot out of those hours, 1,500 words, I suppose, is definitely a good mark. So I'd say as far as the word count, it's accurate so far. Seems like it is. But something I find very very it's kind of annoying actually, is that he, what does it say, conversation is optional at around 600 hours. And I don't like that. Like I want to practice talking now, like even if it's just simple, I want to practice now. But um I'm trying to, I guess, follow the method somewhat. I'm not 100% following the method, like truly, because I still look up words. I do pronunciation exercises. I mean, not like a lot, like maybe once a week. And there's just this one specific video because I want to practice the R's, because it seems like some people have a really, like, I've heard that some native speakers can't even pronounce the R's. So that's something I just want to have a really good jump on, is practicing at least the double R's for sure. I want to have good practice with that. I want to start now, and so I do that with specific words and stuff. But yeah, I find it kind of annoying that the conversation's optional come 600 hours, because I'm just impatient, I guess. I want to start now. But regardless, though, I've been doing the crosstalk a little bit when I can. Like if a person at work will speak to me in Spanish, and I will reply to them in English, and thankfully they continue to speak to me in Spanish. They're learning English too, but their English isn't that good, so sometimes they just speak to me in Spanish and I can understand them. But very basic stuff, very simple stuff, very, very level 1 stuff, really, maybe level 2 stuff. No intermediate crosstalk for sure. Very, very, very basic. But yeah, that's where I'm at so far. This is kind of like the frustrating stage for me. Level 3, it's frustrating because, like I said, I want to talk now, but he says don't do that. Specifically, I think for pronunciation. Like if you really want to get the best pronunciation, it's recommended that you wait. Conversation. It's recommended that you wait at least to the 1,000-hour mark. If you really want to get that good pronunciation, the good accent. So if there's any truth to that, I'm definitely trying to stay true to that at least. As far as the overall method, the only thing I really, 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 really like about Dream in Spanish is that it gives you so much content at different levels, and I do believe in the concept of just listening and trying to figure out what it means by the context and all that. but I also believe that looking up the words that you don't know isn't hurtful. Like, it doesn't, like, it's not going to harm your learning. If anything, I think it enhances it. At least for me. There are different styles in learning, but at least for me, that's something that helps me. And I feel like because I got to dream in Spanish later, I feel like when I watch the super beginner dreaming, or the super beginner videos, I've already used like the transcript method, like when you watch something over and over and over and over again, and you put on the subtitles and you see it in your language and you also see it in their language, and you look up the words that you don't know, and you basically just study it word for word for word for word, and you just, repetition, repetition, repetition. I found that method actually gave me a good base for when I started dreaming Spanish, because when I started listening to the videos, I already kind of knew what they were saying. I'm like, oh yeah, I recognize that word. I recognize that word. Oh yeah, this means this means that. So it's like, I kind of already knew, and it's like that to me proves that the other method isn't harmful. Like, it can be helpful, but regardless, I still try to do both methods. Like, sometimes I'll look up the words, and sometimes I really will just sit there and just watch and listen to see what they're saying without looking anything up, and I'll come back to it later. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Currently, I'm at around 200 something hours. Let's see, 212 hours. That's where I'm at. It's 212 hours, so we're working on it. It's definitely an update from last video. It's a lot of times gone by, but it's an update nevertheless. But yeah, this is where I'm at so far.